Welcome everyone to Too Hot to Code from the fastest warming continent here of focus time. Let's do more Risk things. Let's daily drive RISC-V so we can present from that. Package manager things. Here, let's probably start with some, while people tune in, pin this message. Although, yeah, let's turn it on. Actually, I should plug in the charger. Like yesterday, we used it on battery. Didn't even notice that. Where did I plug in the? Oh, I think I plugged it in here. And that I plugged in here. And then let's turn that on. By the way, what resolution is that? And welcome everyone tuning into our, where's my fan? Maybe I turn my NZXT fan a little bit. Cheap office things, ventilating the basement with some NZXT fans. Actually, we are too slow. We probably need to reboot. Anyway, actually, I should make it so that it boots the right thing by default. Yeah, root, of course. I should, yeah, for presenting, I need to set it so that it boots a usable Linux, of course. And welcome everyone. We probably start lightly. I thought maybe I mess edit, like, you know how it is, people tune in slowly, and welcome everyone. Maybe we start the news day slowly by editing some files. I had this slightly prepared because I noticed while updating and using T2 Linux, I noticed I noticed that some desks are still a little bit long. I could edit that here. But on RISC-V it's of course cooler. Welcome everyone. Probably should set some password here. So what this does, I had prepared this earlier, and thank you Foxtrot for updating Cosmic. Alright, we should actually do, we have here T in actually we should, where is my cursor? Should paste this once, not to accidentally lose it. So on demand, and let's better set the maximum to 2 gigahertz because it's somehow the default, and I have the suspicion this is a little bit unstable over that. Per scaling, and maybe we change min to like just that it doesn't scale so much. Let's hope that is enough. I don't even know what okay, it does this frequencies 100 megahertz. Okay, here it does some uneven stuff and then 100 megahertz steps. Yeah, just because as you've seen that's not particularly stable. This cluster is not used, so just this. So welcome, oh raid. You have a raid. Some raid. Thank you for your raid. How were you? How was your stream? Hope you having a wonderful day. Shout out. To what were you up to? What were you up to? So little. Oh. My precious framework prototype. Sure, thank you for have a good one, and thank you so much for your ride. Somehow this is not yet. Oh, this is charging. That probably means it's charging with 40 watts. Huh? Okay, things good. I need to. Yeah, we should. How do I? Oof. This XDG thing is a little bit annoying. Are we at sway? Yeah, I mean maybe presenting with sway. I shouldn't do too many experiments. I do not have endless time. Where is even my terminal? I mean, unless... no, I don't know, because of... Okay, it is what it is. It's not that hot. But I mean, maybe the circuit board gets hotter with charging with 40 watts. Because right now it's actually pretty cool still. Okay, so let's work on RISC-V. Let's T-mark that here. Let's maybe even... I need perf. We could already install perf while we do some other things. Okay, perf probably builds a while. Debug information manipulation tool. I mean, maybe try that. Wait, what? XML, TO, perf, things. Okay, that's not in there. We obviously need that. Oh, perf means. Okay, let's. Actually, I need to implement undo. Would be so cool if we implement undo here. Because let's do. I think this is ONIC, not also used by JQ or stuff. Okay, this will build a while. Good that we. Okay, 50 minutes. Hey, 50 minutes of RISC-V stability testing. How stable is it scaling from 1 to 2 gigahertz while charging? Okay, that is an Apple power supply. I think it's probably an 85 watt or whatever. Apple power supply. So, okay, while that stuff is compiling, let's edit some desk files. Basically, warming this, like basically drinking our own champagne here before I try to present with that on Friday. So let's reuse that here. This for loop. So for all those things, files, okay, so it's actually, okay, this will run a bit. Maybe I should take a paper towel and clean my nose. So what this does is it's grabbing all desk files. It's a little bit inefficient, but it is what it is. That is creating a list of desk files that have over 80 character long title things. Good afternoon. Welcome everyone. Oh wait, why does... Don't tell me this is... Why does this not... That is funny. Maybe I should not try to... Oh, it's pretty, also pretty loaded building things in parallel. Actually, we should... Acquiring config log. Oh, okay, that did that. We should also change the config, which I should have done slightly differently. A little bit perplexed that this doesn't stop here with control set things. Strange. Oh, no, we did stuff. Strange. This ver, let's see, files 95. Yeah, that sounds about right. So let's VI all of those. The reason I do this, I want, you could call this a little bit of waste of time, but hey, we need to wait for this RISC-V thing to build something anyway. Sure, I could do now controlling our stuff and super regional other C-level executives, but we could also polish this a little bit, right? The problem with that is like it always should have been 80 characters, but now that we display this in emerge, it often is really, really, really long. So that is normalize, encoder, audio converter. The G normal encoder. Whatever normalize is. Audio. Okay, the name should not even be in here. I mean, yes, AI, we could give voltage MCP 4 versions of yeah, we could give an LLM like find these files and stuff, but yeah. Other devices. 76, okay. Oh. Assembled container, what is it? Docker engine. The thing is, we should of course not have superfluous information in the title like open and stuff, like most of the stuff in T2 Linux is open, right? Given we are an open source distribution thing. Where do I have a BTOP here? Okay. Yeah, the one thing is like this graph is a little bit skewed, right? Given this cluster, like this AI cluster is not used. '85. What? Not really sure what I... Library providing... Is it libkron? I mean, yeah, we could pipe this through local clinker, but that's not like... timer to blank. Yeah, the name shouldn't be in there. You see, that's why the name shouldn't be in there. What do we have here? Console bridge. Didn't even know this stuff here. Console bridge. Whatever. I mean, the benefit of also like the riseness of, right? So as high idle power as it is consuming less power than charging the laptop is, of course, less power than running a 9950X3D idle. Card RISC-V. I have a card RISC-V Star Vision, which Linux distro is the best developed on the single board. Sorry to disturb. Well, I only use I have that too, as I'm RISC-V. I'm the RISC guy. Of course, I have this too, and I only use T2 Linux. Booting that, I should make sure. Actually, didn't Matic buy one here too of T2 development? Yeah, we should. The only thing is we don't have an image that just boots, so you would need to mix the T2 download with the kernel you currently have. Basically, T2 is the most advanced distribution for most things, especially RISC-V. Port table, yeah. It's probably enough, right? Core supports editor config, core library. Things. Fake root. Yeah, it's 80. Fast of the C++ from fast float, from character things, and yeah, here for example, if it's already in parent, that's like unimportant. Yeah, name shouldn't be in there. Look, this is why the name shouldn't be in there. We could actually do a second pass and grab the package name in the title, depending on how long the build here goes. What was this unit? Who cares about self-contained? Single. I mean, theoretically, those things are capitalized, right? Aren't they? Like, does that look better? I mean, we reached the T2 professional level of like, let's make our package descriptions better. Yeah, so the 26 version this is full desktop. I mean, so you don't need to run the desktop. So this stuff is basically full hype. Like I'm literally running that. I could actually start it. So I'm running this here on the Framework 13 Deep Computing Roma RISC module. So can I? So that's I'm running the here on this RISC laptop here. Just a cable on there. I should not destroy it before I present it. I should capture that here. Here, look. Right, we probably don't even have NeoFed. Obviously we need NeoFed. Let's check what is so I compile perf because theoretically we should profile where kwin is wasting all its performance and stuff. Yeah, so I see that SpaceMid X100 or SpaceMid K3. As seen here is NeoFed saying SpaceMid K3 digital computer. So yeah, again, name not in there. An extension to GCOV providing graphical front end. No, 81. Probably quite some to go, right? Probably it is. What eat my data? Disables all forms of fighting data. Funny thing. Things. It's probably like some performance hack thing. Jukebox, DJ audio player, it's really long. It's probably short enough, Oh, holy moly. So this is how T2 titles should be. Easily manage large numbers of patches, keeping tracks. This color is not the most contrast rich to read. So far, so good. I mean, okay, right now the load is 100% anyway. So fast and efficient hash table. Yeah. Static executable. Multiple repositories. Mathematical model. Okay. here says what to boot. Oh, wait, right, interesting. Didn't even know that quite really. But what is it? Open. Ah, that. Okay, 79. Just some comma. Some kind of car crossing character. What the heck? Moon buggy? What the heck? No, you had me at moon buggy. Yeah, native shit here. What was the name? Moon buggy? Also here. W moon buggy. Now we have neofetch, of course. Yes. So, is it moon buggy? What was the name? Dash. How is there again? Why do they only have like? Why do they not have a gameplay screenshot? Like seriously? Some car. They have a game and not a game screenshot thing of. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Must be important. What's it here? Genius. Look how long this is. Can never have too many to-do apps. One. What is it? Charts? JPEG LS? '88. Oh, 87. Linux hardware database, really? And efficiently? What? quick ISO. Hey, we have perv. Look, amazing. What did we wanted to? Okay, perf. I just wanted to have. What was the other thing? Okay, let's maybe commit this. This is wrong. I'll go to the conference. Okay, so how many did we do? 20? Yes. Oh, 48 half. It's probably fine, huh? Do we need... Oh, probably fine, except some strange typo. I should stop. Maybe too hot. I should stop fat fingering this stuff here. Look, can you daily drive RISC-V? Yes, it starts to be daily drivable, right? It was 48, right? Now it's locked. Right, 1 second. And then, so one problem is this XDG thing. I ignore this for now. Patch welcome. So the fan is, okay, this is relatively hot. Okay, I mean, we were building, but we are idle for some minutes already. I don't like that the most. 35 watts. Does it round that? Oh, it rounds it. Okay, amazing. Does that help any? Ah, wait. We are charging. We're charging the battery. I mean, 35. I mean, what is it? Idle was 20 watt, 19 watt. I mean, it's not that hot, at least on the keyboard. Yeah, there is a fan pulling. Okay, what else? So this here at least has no load. Yay. Oh, it's also wrong. So if we run this, oops, if we run this, doesn't even history. If we run the, what was it, XDG portal things, desktop portal things. If we run this manually, I mean that came up pretty snappy one. Oh, we could actually install Emacs. Just whatever. It's super annoying that the scaling here is strange. There's somehow some sway thing. How did I do that now? I'm on this display. I totally meh. Yeah, that the C is off is a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying to work like this. I stick this here now. Hope. Okay, what I wanted to test is, can I mean, this is actually pretty snappy. By the way, I looked into this QNX like thing. I looked into this. There is not even much to see. One line change, like hold my beer. That's exactly the stuff we cost an instance. But it's generic tuning. Look, that's generic only. You know what, such merge I can merge myself. I think I had tuned, I think we do no corner tune generic, so this would affect our build. This is funny. Is this Intel Engineer? This Intel Engineer is Senver 5. Intel buying AMD CPUs for testing. A problem now is that I'm literally on the RISC-V thing. We would need to natively do this on RISC-V. I don't know if even it is. Oh, what's that? You know what, let's do this locally, because that's a little bit slow for me. So far the thing didn't crash yet, so as expected some max frequency, CPU frequency scaling thing. Also wrong system. Okay, that we don't need anymore. Yeah, the funny thing is, very few. I mean, yeah, for Ronix, no news to, not to no news to, no news not newsworthy. But The irony is very few people use it, right? Ironically, like T2, one of the few users who use it. And even we only use it since recently. Like this tune raw. Oh, I think I clicked somewhere wrong. So actually, did we not had already? No. Oh, we had, but I guess that's upstream. Actually, we had another tune generic patch previously. I mean, it's crazy at what is it? One cost and instance bronze misprediction scale. Cost and instance 2 and instance 2 plus 3. Increase branch misprediction increases. Increase misprediction sales generic more expensive sales. Cost encourages if conversion, avoiding pipeline stalls from mispredicted branches. This improves. By the way, this is probably one. This is not yeah, for Onyx. That's of course one single spec benchmark or whatever. This is generic, right? Increase, yeah, generic tune. Actually, we shouldn't waste. We can hear more stability testing. Need Emacs. I mean, the dash here is a little bit. No. I mean, okay. Why is Linux header taking so long to check? So the patch applies also for ARM. So that's an ARM. We need to save energy here. It's record heating days here in Central Europe. By the way, why is here? All right, I wanted to one. Oh, wait, what? No. Wait, what? What did I even? What? Why did I like you? It's too hot. I wanted GCC. Did I do verbose? Yes. I only want to see if the patch applies because sometimes there is more stuff out of sync, right? Okay, applied. So, hello sir, yes, welcome everyone, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hydrate, let's be smart and drink more water. All right, theoretically there was also the hyperlink crash. But yeah, I should focus on my talk, not on random hyperlink crashes. Yes, hydration, right. Okay, that's done. That's building. Okay, the charging, okay, it charges pretty quickly. I mean, yeah, we're building. We're building, the fan is up, surprise. Good. Emacs. We could do here another, oh, this is even the wrong file. While this is shortly building. Tried installing and running T2 last night. Install went fine, but I have been unable to install GIMP. The paper things. Yeah, GIMP is a little bit, for GIMP you need G-object introspections. That's currently, we need to improve this. For GIMP you need to rebuild the base GTK packages with G-object introspections. Like we cross-build everything for building on high performance for everything identical. So there are ways to improve this. So we could package split that. Yeah, upgrade is, I mean, yeah, this lib paper is, I mean, maybe that's only from a mirror, like maybe it's only on some mirror wrong. But you also, like, the idea is you should not really run upgrade because we want to ship binary updates any week or month now. But I mean, yeah, it should upgrade, but I mean, yeah, power users who want to source build everything, of course. Or T2 getting an error with lib paper. Yeah, so with so GIMP, I mean, for GIMP you could install Flatpak, but we have a knowledge base. I'm aware that's not ideal. We have here rebuild G-object introspection, right? So here's yada yada, first steps, things, right? Oh, we have here, we recently changed two things. We should actually, oh, yeah, we changed our CSS. We still, yeah, oh shit, this looks a bit shitty now. Did we not, how did we, did I not change this for screen only? For screen too? Okay, that's unfortunate, didn't even realize this. Here's this one. So you need to force rebuild a couple of base GTK things. The reason is only for this stupid G-object introspection stuff that doesn't cross-compile. I have ideas how to fix that by, for example, one would be to auto-split the packages based on regular expressions. And then we would have split packages with gear stuff, and then the stuff would depend on glib colon gear and pango colon gear, and then it would select those to build. We still need to implement this. Yeah, it's just this few packages. I'm sorry. I work hard here day and day. Maybe we should apply for Sovereign Tech Fund again. Okay, Emacs is Emacsing. So let's update this file thing again. That will run shortly because now we have done 48 files. Good morning, everyone. This really doesn't want to suspend here, man. Okay, because let's do a second pass here, whereas actually this would be for desk in, and then p equals desk file. Remove a Z, and then P, do that again, but front. Oh, damn. What? this did somehow not work. Oh, this is, yes, this is wrong. Whoops. So, and then for every grep, the package name, like grep case insensitive, the package name, but with the info thing, if the package name is any and something like that in the desk file. 10x engineering thing massively. Yeah, processing data like it was invented in the 60s or so. Yeah, we will fix this though. This is GIMP stuff. The GIMP stuff should build. I test built that a couple of times. Like this is GR stuff, especially since we fixed upstream stuff. It's a little bit hilarious that it does upstream stuff. Why is, by the way, why does this match so much? Oh, because it the recording of the pillar needs. It's funny that this matches. So why does this what? Oh, this is here not. This is regular expression stuff, I think. Oh, that's probably better. Alternatives. Lexicon. Okay, let's see. How many would that be? How much overgrabbing? Yeah, but we are not ignoring this. Just use Claude for what? For what should I just use Claude? Should I also like take my life, jump out of a window? Like, what's the other suggestion? Like quit my job, become a barista, open a coffee, become lifeguard, like Baywatch, like stuff. Just the paper is the issue. The question is checksum. So we are aware that like we have some volunteer mirrors that have some on-demand mirroring thing that has caused already. Like, so does it download? Actually, I could test this tlib. So it does download from me. So probably it's wrong on the mirror, I guess. So if you, I mean, you could. You could delete the wrong file. I mean, yeah, that's not ideal. We need to professionalize our mirror stuff. The Claude what? By the way, do you get marketing stuff? Do you get paid by this company to are you like a paid Claude promoter? Is that your job title? Are this like job title paid? Or are you even like, are you even unpaid? Don't tell me you don't get paid by Anthropic to promote Claude. This is like the unpaid Claude chill promotional minion army things. Or anyway, how about why don't just like humans? We do manual stuff made in. Sovereignly made in Europe with proudness, proudly made. Yeah, so this little paper, which is a little bit of an optional dependency thing, that's a little bit hilarious. So probably currently you would need to manually delete that, I believe, and download mirror lib paper things, I guess. You could force mirror none, or you could run the mirror detection. You could either, yeah. So it's probably wrong, somehow wrong on one of the volunteer. You're probably on Kuluk's volunteer mirror, like UK Night's Watch stuff. That probably has, yeah. not ideal. Yeah, we will professionalize mirror infrastructure. It's like do our to never ending to do. Where's even here? Or Janet? Yeah, modern notification stuff. Janet is live. Go watch Janet. It's like no, live myself. Okay, where is my, here is my, oh, here is Emacs. Mirror none seems like it would helpful for me. I'll try that. Yeah, I mean, you only get difference. With mirror none, you only get the problem that upstream sometimes is also like offline disappeared. And yeah. You could also mirror author and hope it uses mine, or you could also manually, if you want to use our efficiently, which I also need to improve our infrastructure. Yeah, you could use none. Like basically use none and let us know which things fail to download from the upstream sources, which sometimes they delete stuff, move stuff, you know, GitHub, GitLab. So okay, what did we really wanted to do beside getting comfortable on this here? So where's my, here's my, okay, so I wanted to daily drive this. I wanted to stability test this, like so far so good. How do complex website perform? So that is RISC-V, right? So much to RISC-V to slow and stuff. I mean, yeah, could be faster, could be more energy efficient. But what did we get here? I mean, this is going through HDMI capture, so let me just do this natively. Oh wait, this didn't natively. Yes, here please. Where's my mouse? Let me just check that natively. Okay, the mouse cursor is a little bit new. I mean, it scrolls relatively okay. I mean, yeah, not record breaking, but relatively okay. I mean, yeah, the mouse cursor is a little bit funnily small. Okay, this is a high resolution display. I mean, yeah, maybe not the super smartest thing to run an entry-level performance RISC-V thing with a high resolution display. So operating that with a KVM is a little bit annoying, you all. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed otherwise. Okay, what's okay, oh, only 8 watt? Oh, because it's still charging. Okay, that's not, okay, that's only battery charging. That's actually not real wattage. For real wattage, I only wonder, okay, why does the fan not stop? Maybe because the ambient temperature is so high now? That could be a possibility. Does it have ambient? I mean, I mean, some K worker is 10% K work, event working, whatever, event working. I mean, and some, okay, I mean, here, yeah, website, I mean, yeah, leave a browser open, have 10% CPU load of, yeah, advertising, scrolling, things, just drop unlimited OCR works, end-to-end OCR models. What keyboard? End-to-end OCR models. You say this because, so that's going to there, so that all your documents go to their cloud to make a copy, or? one-shot long horizon parsing. It's probably pretty slow. You say this because like we have actually an OCR, right? Like our OCR already run snappy on. That's the stuff. It's probably dog slow. It's like maybe it's more accurate. I mean, probably it's more accurate, but our 20-year-old OCR probably 100 times faster than this, most likely. And but thanks for the shout out. So. What else did we wanted to do? We had here these packages running. Okay, so word count files. 50 left, yay. Okay, we could continue with that. Did we not? Oh, that we edited this and that's just 80. What is that? Arcoin. Just 80. I mean, so far it didn't crash yet. What do we have? Uptime 1 hour? 1 hour, yes. PIM layer providing asynchronous APIs, all kinds of PIM data. What do we have here? Breeze, artwork styles, and for the price. Tool to check colors. Is colors correctly accessible? Contrast. Check contrast for colors that allows verifying what? Tells you if your color combination enough readable and accessible. Check contrast and colors. To verify that your colors are instruction to developer things. Oh, this is fulfilled. Framework for providing abstractions to get the means of upstream things. I mean, this is a little bit mental here. That's literally not really. Yeah, it has a Rock Linux copyright just because we copied this from some other template. It's a little bit hilarious, but also doesn't hurt. So YOLO. Menu cache. How many Rs's? I should have actually. If this grabbed something, echo the desk file into files 2. That's not really how we did usually do this. Group of programs. What is that? dbmail. Group of programs. Command command line CD, A, B, C, D, what? It's in the CD encoder. It's probably still too long, huh? Oh, 90. Reads your CD and download things 74. Reading, parsing, iTunes style MPEG files. Here. Word count files 2. Oh, 24. I mean, not all here are really, I mean, yeah, Wildcat or whatever. But here's this here, for example. Yeah, there are definitely one. I mean, not all of those need tweaking, but I will probably not just do that. That's too boring for you to watch in live stream. How do I always mangle those up? I don't understand this. How did I manage to do that? Wait, I only did so few. Somewhat felt more. That's strange. Is that really all we did? Okay, amazing. Next thing, so that's only, we actually wanted to bridge the time we did Emacs. Also, somehow I think I... Okay, so far so good. Also need to read me email, right? Messaging in the Emacs world. Things. Yay. Good, so far so snappy. I mean, the GTK stuff works surprisingly. I mean, that's crazy, right? Holy shit, that's so sad that Qt is so bloody slow. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's sad. It is so sad. Oh, keyboard, are you still here? Are you SVN things? Are you still here for the keyboard? Sorry, I think I saw that, but then I totally forgot. Keyboard, I have a bookmark. I should have a bookmark for that. Here is my keyboard bookmark. But this keyboard says new 5 field 75 HE Hall effect keyboard is end of life. So you can only get something similar. The main takeaway, I mean, besides I like this cyberpunk themey thing. Appreciate your work and thank you for your Prime subscription. Highly appreciate it. So the main thing is we should. So first of all, we had to test a little bit, right? Like first of all, like clicking a little bit around, running some applications. So far, so good. By the way, how fast is? Oh, maybe just Kwin is so bloody slow. Like maybe how is Dolphin like? How is like just Dolphin? Oops, wait. Here's. Oh, maybe just Kwin is so. Oh, holy. That's not even that bad. Oops, not clicked somewhere. Oops. Does this Kate? This does Kate. Gee, that's not even that bad. Gee, that's actually pretty reasonable. Okay, so the good news is only Kwin is bloody slow for slow reasons. I mean, yeah, that's not native. Let me move this over to my native display. Oh, it's on the other side. because then I have a better. This is actually usable. That is actually snappy. I think I could present from that if I don't break it until then. So yeah, the next thing I built perf. Oh, I watched actually. Oh, right. I wanted to see if perf even works. Does perf work? What was the usage of? I don't really want to turn on my Ryzen. It's too hot here. Yeah, Ryzen is off. Okay, I have one other thing, which I mean, perf. Was it record? Oh, it was record. Okay, that works. It does samples. Oops. Was it on a report one? Failed to process. What do we have here? Emacs. Okay, that works. Look at that. We have a RISC-V performance profile. If that ain't amazing, I don't know what is. Would you look at this beauty? CPU cycles P. Yay, amazing. Just if we wanted, like, theoretically. So yeah, what do we have? We have theoretically K-Win slow. We have high Perland crashing. We have Mesa PVR slow. So, in some most things. Okay, that works. Amazing. The next thing is we had QEMU. The last time I tried QEMU, it didn't work with KVM. Did something change? Was it this? Should this? I mean, maybe it's just super slow. That is a possibility. I think if this would be wrong, yeah, it wouldn't even try to. This should be the right one. I think that should work like this, unless serial. What do I usually use? But the question is, enable KVM did anyway not use work. Enable KVM. Or does it work now? Oh, that. I mean, it tried to. Oh, and attempted to kill Enid. Wait. Oh. Oh, did this work? Did this? Oh, it worked. That fixed. Someone update. Some update fixes. Hey, that's the first time KV. Hey, world's first RISC-V framework stuff now is KVM. Yay. I think it's the first time that works for me. Why does I mean, I think running init is init. What happened here? Oh, maybe we need CPU max or stuff for cause. tainted. It is running init as I think it tries to. Why does it not work? Why does the init process get I mean, it fails quickly. It's KVM, kernel-based virtual machine accelerated. Why does it fail like this? Cause 2. Does this not support vector? CPU max plus V? Host? Bad address, cause 2. I would understand if that is virtualization. Which was my previous partition? 4 maybe? Some older kernel here. The question is, does it have vector? I don't know if this has vector. This should be fully generic. Does it have a symlink? Should have. Wait, what? Why not? Oh! Maybe it's vector. Look! We have virtualization. Thank you, QEMU guys, for fixing this, implementing this. That is amazing. Would you look at that? Maybe the other crash is due to no virtualization or some other thing. Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe vector isn't virtualized or whatever. That is amazing. That certainly helps testing. Now I only need a board with more than 8 gigs of memory. We can see that. That's certainly helpful for future debugging. Not even an issue yet. So yeah, there is definitely some hardware instability on this prototype board. Maybe just max clock on this early silicon. Again, this is prototype number 16 or whatever. Because with less max clock, it's way more stable. So otherwise, we get some random issues here. So yeah, that will surely be addressed with final silicon, right? Yeah, I just, for normal use, I got so used, man. I got so used to KDE. PixMap is no PixMap. I mean, yeah, modern applications just don't look there. Unknown class and session safe data things. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay, so a little bit more testing. That's so far so good. So far no issue. Yeah, I certainly travel with a backup laptop. I'll not depend my talk solely on that, but there is a chance I could present from that. The performance, it's literally okay-ish. Manually started like this. Even LibreOffice starts quickly. I mean, this is this XDG portal thing. Like, if you wanna patch this, be my guest. It's of course mental that the latest version of Wayland does translate this display here wrong. Yeah, 100 Wayland servers, all of them suck differently. Congratulations. Did someone already apply those patches? I hope Foxtrot is not waiting, or other people with write access. Not that they wait for. Oh no, they applied this. That is amazing. Oh wait, what? Oh no, that's Foxtrot last night. Okay, amazing. Perf lowering kernel sample rate. Oh, things. Okay, other things to do. So I will not do. Yeah, if just the companies would sponsor us a little bit, man. More than. Theoretically, I mean, some things with a framework laptop, so framework 13 Pro touch audio, like audio. I mean, in general it works, but headphone stuff, nah. What else here with this? I think in general it works actually relatively okay. Surprisingly, touch doesn't. I mean, maybe touch is just the driver away. Actually, I was okay. Boot image, yeah, obviously boot image. Yeah, we need to distribute boot images. With next, we need to pack this up, and without fully just bootable images, people will not be happy. But here we perfed on RISC-V. Actually, why is the fan still spinning that high? Wait, does it? Oh no, it's 1.5. I mean, maybe my ambient. I mean, it's literally ambient here, so over 30 Celsius ambient in this summer heat. Yeah, I don't really want to debug this Hyperland crash here live on. Hyperland crashing, K1 slow, what else? That's slow. In which order do we want to probably tackle that? The thing is a little bit without, what do people, Waybar? Yeah, the thing, like the comfort things to miss with KDE are, of course, like Wi-Fi things, right? Although setting up Wi-Fi without network manager integration, yeah. Let's maybe quickly, do we have BTOP? Let's quickly We should do something interesting. I mean, just editing I can also do it at night. Edit. Oh, this hub is. Oh, this USB hub is boiling hot, man. I mean, it's so crazy. I don't understand why. Oh, man, holy shit! Like it's literally. Oh, how can companies? I'm interested about idle power. 20 watt, 19 watt idle. I think it was 16. I think without the display and stuff, it probably was. It's about as much as we had, yes. Yes, charged cycles and stuff, but hey, it's in the name of science. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay. We should do. What could we instantly do here? Okay, we could let's stability test this a little bit. Let's maybe edit the files to the end. Let's not let's focus. Let's just for stability testing, let's build here this SNES emulator because this builds C++ GTK things. Just for that, I'm more interested in test building that things here because that's just the C++. Why? This isn't Linux headers. Maybe that is iterating them. This is signing. Yes. Does this thing need pod audio? I don't even. Okay, YOLO. I don't know if it needs that there. So that's purely for stability testing. Actually, what I wanted to check what resolutions it is. Framework 13 Pro. Oops, 140 cents. Like yes. What display resolution? Because it's like 150% DPI scaling. I mean, it's absolutely up to that's amazing. That's nearly twice as bright as the Lenovo ThinkPad. That pissed me off already. The reason 15 years I did not purchase ThinkPads and continue to buying Intel MacBooks for T2 use and stuff is because the Lenovo ThinkPad laptops were so garbage, man. And up to the day, right? I'm absolutely grateful and shout out to Lenovo for providing me with this year-long ThinkPad loan unit to make sure T2 works amazingly and sometimes hold it in the camera. More companies should do that. Any development on game console emulators? Not really. No, I only package them and fix them sometimes and stuff. Yeah, but this is nearly twice as I guess that's linear, right? I hope this nits here is linear because the Lenovo thing probably has 400 nits, and so the Lenovo display is mostly okay. I mean, it's okay, 100% scaling, not high DPI. But yeah, that is absolutely standard on the Pro. Yeah, so this here we would need to test. So that's. If this is linear scaling, whatever, that's twice as bright because the ThinkPad probably has 400. And that's certainly sure. Normally you don't need this. And what is it even? I think was it by default 128? Like, is it like half? Yeah, it's like half. That's probably freaking bright. What energy is that? Oh yeah, I took it. Okay, I don't see this here. Yeah, literally don't need that much. I mean, that's truly amazing. What we might do regarding emulators, what we might do is some light game. I said this for years, and so after this talk, and now that T2 is mostly amazing, I will do my own graphics deck and other new fun. So we probably write some test game. Maybe some X-Wing versus TIE fighters, like spaceship flight thing or whatnot, or things like that. Maybe even some jump and run, like maybe some 3D API, like basically misusing the S3 Virgin Voodoo and stuff. like testing our 3D API with a platform scroll, like some little commander keen like Super Mario, like shall I subscribe. The next years will be more interesting. We will not continue just packaging things because now we have over 6,000 packages and KDE is fully working and stuff, right? So now we have a more new software stack to write. Of course, we will continue to maintain T2 Linux, but we have more developers, so don't delay. Start to develop T2 Linux today. Yeah. Layer, wait, this is providing all kinds of data. Wait, we had this done already. We were here a little bit further. Audio video conferencing, far side. Maybe one day T2 will be big enough to give Nix packages around. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of like, similar to like, the funny thing is I said here like, nah, I looked into Nix and it's like, I'm totally not, I mean, sure, they have gazillions of packages, but their packages thing is, I'm totally not a fan. Ironically, the Nix people invited me, like one Nix developer invited me 10 years ago. It's like, hey, don't you want to join Nix? And I was like, I looked there 10 years ago, it's like, no, thank you. It's like, yeah, it's like, no. And like, obviously other people like last miles, like, then it's just like, nah, no. Simple program first for decoding audio things, codec lipfish sound. Lip nice, standard, lip range, provides a simple things, awk files. What do we have? Lip awk set, really awks, simple. Streams. Yeah, this was way too long. Like, do it even with deletion, still 88. Extract streams from various services and pipes them into video player. Synchronize watching movies on M player things. 83. Synchronize watching, synchronize movies, things. Lightweight version of Netcat, CryptCat. DCP probe. Subnetting allows microconnections probe. Packages that existed at even minimal zero dependency utility for testing your internet download speed. Fast. Small library. Supposed to make it this. library. Here is it is how you shorten tasks library to easily run an HTTP server as part of an application. If you see any typos, patch welcome, right? 6K packages, yeah. The reason that other things like Nix probably has 100,000 packages or something crazy, but from what I've seen, again, I'm not a Nix expert, but from what I've seen is they have a lot of packages dozens of times, like this version, that version, this variant, like this old stuff of reproducibly referencing some old versions and stuff. So I don't know what is and like obviously like 10,000 Rust and packages and stuff. So the real package, also Debian, the Debian packages, I think like what you see on the Debian package count is also like with doc and devil and whatnot split things. So you could compare this, you could multiply this with 5 or whatever to compare this to Debian or other such. So it's like, yeah, it's comparing apples and oranges and stuff. High level multi-platform network package sniffing and crafting. Probably that's 77. That's plugin for things. What is it here? Monitoring, plugout monitoring. Oops. Oh, still 83. Fine. It's again, we are really at polishing stuff right here. For example, here's the name inside there. Let's wait till imperversion. Yeah, this doesn't need to be in the title. But this kind of polishing, again, like this kind of polishing is the difference between some hobby project and some really, like, people take a look and things are polished project. Maybe I'll set up a kiosk at a shopping center running RetroArch, like for fun or for profit, or maybe one day things, you know. Is this like some official project for shopping center running RetroArch on top? That sounds amazing. Plugin driven servicings, reporting metrics. Purpose things. Some 89 thing would be general purpose formula parser, interpreter, cell dependency tracker. Parser, compliant timestamps. Command line things. Command line type completion of arguments for your parser scripts. RetroArch, reference front and for, yeah, I know RetroArch. Shopping center would be fun mostly. Would be for fun mostly. Like, is there like something like do you mean official thing or like some undercover hack project thing, or do you know someone there? Sounds like a fun. I just wonder how you get to that just like shopping center specific thing. New backend 8 installing things. What is the name? Python G Peppers. Nah, pep things compliant build system. Nah. And oh, here. In mix, this is, why is here? In mix? Oh, this is pretty non-standard. We usually, so it's like just, I mean, of course it works, it's just T2 convention too. It's more our coding style. Tool used to send which used to send a tool to send and receive. I mean, hey, so far the thing is stable. So yeah, it's probably the max clocks that's mostly killing it. Good point. Maybe start in the parking lot with Mario Kart. So you mean this as a, so do I understand this right, as a guerrilla underground project? Qt chooser. Wrap the other by searching different instances of Qt on, holy shit. Wrap Qt tools by searching 78 of Qt, like how about that? So I hope T2 users and developers see how what I mean with this should be so shorter. Sometimes I just touch up also, what is it? Oh, that is Rockham. Sometimes I touch up zero change things of. Acceleration, mixed precision, metrics, multiplied operations. Next. Library none. Oh, this is all Rockham. Library for nonlinear optimizations. Global local constraint optimizations. Nonlinear. What was this? Constraint. Wrapping many linear algorithm optimizations. Maybe like that. Yeah, things, scripting. How many are there to come? Things, program interface. Problem solved. TCP port things. Scanning in under 5 minutes. CPU thin package asynchronously. That's impressive. Solution. Bring more features to what? MySecure show? So have you made more features, something like that. Okay. Git what credential helper interfacing. Hide mouse pointer. Fuck. What the fuck? Correct errors. The fuck is a importing, converting things. Okay, YOLO. For sway, auto tiling. Wrapper thing. Connect display load appropriate. Menu generator, heuristics driven menu generator. Things exist, you all. For people to come hang out and have fun for a little while. That is amazing. User folder replacement. Easy to use, powerful add-on, multi-language content things for, I think, delete, honestly. Is clone in the name. Things, soap to help translate your soap sounds, yes. Yeah, YOLO, this is kind of delete or whatever. So we did it. And some minor cleanups on the way. Probably fine. If we introduce a new typo, please send a patch. Greetings to Brazil, that is amazing. The perming here, it's very, I mean, sometimes we just edit things here, but yeah. Okay, we tested most things. Let me check. Alright, a meeting eventually. Meeting. 7 new followers, that is amazing. Welcome you all. So only constants is change and sales. Can you help this person search on train community contact form submitted? Who? What? NetVision? What? Based on things looking competence commercial UI components WinForm UI what? Based in Kuwait, looking for .NET bar latest WinForm component commercial piercings WinForm. What? This like what? Why did I open my email? You all. My emails are sometimes fun. So, amazing. So that was that file. Now we only have the other file. I will probably not like do that here now. Doc, what is it? Integrate. Yeah, so that would be the next thing, right? So that is so the name shouldn't be in there. Yeah, look, this makes our desk thing so much better. Okay, that don't really. Yeah, okay, that it can stay like this. Also YOLO. I mean, yes. RT audio plugin. So yeah, I will not do all of them. I mean, these are what like. These are like also like we are developing in text. I mean, sure, you could edit this text on the 386 or like Spark Station 2 40 megahertz things, but yeah, I will not do like this kind of stuff. I do usually like I pour like I put up a tap water at night and stuff, sit comfortably on the balcony or stuff, and like that's the reality, right? I'm not even joking. Like if you look on the commit times, it's like but everyone, like I'm not the only one. Like other high-profile open source projects work like this, like Linus Torvalds or the curl hacker there, or stuff like Gnome and KDE, right? All the open source stuff built by people after work on the couch and like couch programming and stuff, right? Otherwise, you cannot run an open source project like after work and so on with like some 7,000 changes like a year, right? If you want to do some cleanup, like if you want to get into this stuff, like just look at some cleanup and things you want to do and send some patches. Call what do you have here? Beep console beep tool with precision control. GSM, what do you have? GSM things. 610. Yeah, we don't need to. Yeah, but this here is like lame ain't. Okay, this isn't the name, so lame ain't and like something. This kind of things. Sometimes an exception is. It's okay, but this should be like a platform independent MIDI IO port MIDI alternative. Yeah. Is it Python or PR thing? Actually, no, that's not Python. That's alt Linux. Yeah, I don't know if this is useful in the context of T2, but the Vixie cron daemon for it's okay. What do we have? Date and time for. Okay, it's if your dialog, a utility of creating TTY dialogs. Yeah, sometimes it's okay. 5-visit file. Yeah, here. But yeah, I will not like. Okay, let's do like 10. I mean, this is way faster than the other, but like then hard info. Wait, no right since 8. Yeah, this should have never been committed like this, but I did not watch all. Like this was done by Alders. I mean, yeah, I did not watch every commit and then let people do yeah. So this makes no sense, right? Like this should be the new courses library, right? This is probably revision 1, like it probably always was like this. Oops, and New Year's. So it makes no sense to put the things in parent and number control. Implement simple menu policy. Yeah, look at like stress test computer very selectable ways. Stress to what it stress test doing. It's fine. So what is it? Suspend tools to it's fine. Nginx unit is a. Yeah, you get the idea, right? Patch welcome. Yeah, just maybe nicer. That is the idea. If you want to do that before I do that. 38 people. Yes, enjoy the co-working. That's fine. Actually, actually, theoretically, I should commit this like that to theoretically bump the copyright a year or two. Yeah, so this is just the idea. So let's do something with the system here. Actually, what's the time? Is this time correct? Actually, I've didn't even set that probably. Oh look, we are in overheated globally things. Oh, that's at least okay. 1540. Okay, that's correct. Yeah, that's system D and DPD does it. Good, amazing. So only thing is suspend resume will probably currently not work. Also, did I we're currently booting the wrong system by default. And I don't have a boot menu on the display, so boot crap, which are we booting? This here. Somehow this probably happened because terminal side things. Default we need here default 1 fallback 0. That's what we need. Then you don't need to delete your messages always. Good. What kind of other things we could test is what do I need for our exact image? Okay, do it. No. Okay, do it. Okay, do it. No. No, no. 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 Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's test something with multimedia things. And that is why we shorten this, right? Because otherwise it never should have been more than 80 characters, and now with this integrated install thing, otherwise that's why we did this here the last 30 minutes. Oh hey, only 2 hours. JPEG things of no, I don't need this. No. TSLib. No. Okay. I thought earlier accidentally randomly scrolling by. It's totally not important. Something here did. Override. Something creating chips on patch, yeah. Which package was it? Something, I mean, totally not important, but here, this one probably just looked a little bit alien because we removed this trailing dot from most messages. This is really high. Why is here a space? Wait, why is here a space? What? Who did this with a space and why? Oh, okay, maybe it's intentionally because it's no new line. Okay, probably fine. So the main thing is just probably that one. That's probably each update is scrolling, probably scrolling by creating copy patch. Here. Yeah, this just looks alien here with the dot. Totally not important, but so this could probably be copyright patch. Do we have something? Okay, let's test some update to test this. I mean, obviously this will work, but why not do some random update? Oh, yes. Yeah, no feedback from the Rapology guy, so it's a little bit funny that he... Isn't it a little bit sus that he doesn't respond to the bug of, like, what should we do now? It's like silence. ASN1C here, why not this one? On RISC-V. Oh, JQ, yes. Yeah, I need to check with Deep Computing if they want to swap this board. I would prefer more production board. I mean, although it's cool to have like serially... Yeah. I mean, who would not want to swap this board for a production run with 16 gigs of memory? Because this is a pre-production prototype with botch wires and 8 gigs of memory. Yeah, what is cooler, to have a pre-production board with a handwritten serial number 16 and botch wires, or to have a more stable file? What would you choose? Pre-production things to nail it to your wall? Yeah, the thing is, I mean, if it's... But the thing is, it wasn't fully stable with 2 gigahertz either. We had sometimes, if we did use it for hours, we had sometimes also some hiccups. Yeah. Need to see what we can do. It's Deep Computing. Probably, if you're interested in this stuff, not a paid advertisement, but they sent me this board. If you were wondering if you want such a board. Also SpaceMid K3. Right. That also exists in other forms, so SpaceMid K3. But this laptop format obviously has its benefits for a laptop format. Oh wait, this is something. Oh, we don't have Git. Yeah, so this shouldn't happen. Like, so yeah, next I will fix our mirror to be complete. Sorry for the flickering. I should change I should export somehow. Yeah, this direct scan out stuff probably. So I didn't even test this ever yet. Yeah, so somehow we don't get data there. It's probably some report. It's whatever. Wait, what? 404. This is giving us 404. Homebrew. Are you what? Is it that new or? Is that things streaming? Use online? No, I wanted GitHub. What? Quickly do some update. First update doesn't exist. Formula code is just on GitHub. There is some tech though. Maybe. Apparently 2026 if people don't update their website because difficult. Rocket science. 2 days ago. Somehow not the biggest fan of random changes of Wait, this. Yeah, 2029 we do updates on ARM64 and RISC-V, right? So that's the development here. Did we had okay? Tomb Raider didn't capture. I mean, having some demo to present would also be nice, but okay, it's also like I only have a 30. I don't need to overthink this. Of course, so all of this is of course mostly T2 testing and polishing. Yeah, in 30 minutes I cannot even do more demo. That is big. And slow. Why is this so slow? Dynamic frequency scaling not boosting. Oh, the core dumps. Maybe because, oh, that's unfortunate. So that's probably a known issue of, yeah, this is probably, let's better test this. It's probably compositor not running with hardware acceleration. Basically, yeah, it's ridiculous. All this implementation is mostly ridiculous. But hey, at least it's running in hardware. I mean, maybe it's just not getting. I mean, maybe it's something super stupid as not getting the hardware refresh and some stupid thing timing out. It's most likely something completely stupid that just we need to debug and find. Like maybe it's even a one-liner or like a 10-liner of like some unimplemented VBlank stuff, interrupt things, or who knows what. Does it have a... Because that doesn't even run that bad, you all. Like that runs pretty snappy. Actually, the one thing... Oh, what? Ah, this is probably autogen because old stuff. So previously we had a release tarball, now we don't. Is this here autoconf stuff? Yeah, autoconf stuff. Wow. The one thing that would be really nice, because fancy, would be this Vulkan examples, and for that, 4 minutes. Okay, let's download that. That would, I mean, that would probably the only fancy demo to show off. Like here's a Vulkan examples. Look, it's fancy and pretty. Yeah, wonderful. I will not build this because that doesn't install fully. Theoretically, if someone wants to patch this to in-system install fully in a usable way. Do I have BTOP still? Why is this feeling so slow? I mean, single core performance is killing this a little bit still, right? Okay, this, I mean, okay, that's also a little bit busy. It's not like it's idle. Yeah, the thing is for single threaded performance for IPC instructions per IPC, yeah, instructions per clock. There's still a lot of excessive out of order speculation to be done in those CPUs by those vendors to implement. I wonder if we should switch to some parallel GSIP implementation here by default, because like it's literally single-threadedly GSIPing a gigabyte of data. Yeah, the auto stuff is also slow. I hate this text without releases. But I mean, it's now 2 days, so whether they will ever do something else, I don't know. It's crazy, such a relatively big project, and then they don't have a proper release. I'm not a fan of this. I mean, do they? Yeah, it's what it is. Hydration. Extra-Code, guten Tag. So, okay, that auto-configured. Oh, this wasn't calibrated for... Maybe if I use this as a development system, maybe I should calibrate reference build time. which would be actually, are we, okay, we don't need to build this. Oops. Oops, what happened? No. Hello? That is funny. What happened? And oops. What was that? Why is my machine dead? What's my serial port doing? I don't understand. That never happened before like that. That's bizarre. I guess that's dead. That's unfortunate. That's funny in the middle of a I mean, sure, it was busy. Oh, yep, live streaming from your business basement. So, no cam. Yes, got some phone call, like paying customers calling and stuff, needing attention. Welcome everyone. So yeah, no idea what happened there. Minor stability marginalities. Should not be like this, but you know how it is with prototype things. What did we just want to build? And we probably don't have, okay, we have journal control thing. Do we happen to have something? I mean, maybe it's some, oh, maybe it's just, maybe it swapped itself out of, maybe it's just deadlocked because this crash, maybe it was a software crash of Linux kernel being stupid. Although, because like building in tempfs, but here there is nothing. Maybe it just swapped itself to, yeah, maybe deadlocked for volcanic sample reasons. Yeah. Any possibility to have comparison page documents, things, other popular? Yeah, we need to, yeah, I mean, we have a little bit. Thank you for your membership. We could have more. I mean, we need to be a little bit careful, not always to make only enemies, right? We have here, yeah, we have here a little bit, right? The question is, do we not have embedded like Gen2? Oof. Did we have this somewhere? Or here maybe? Or maybe here? Yeah, we need to renew this. Here we have this slightly, but basically send me a Discord or email what you want compared, or best send a patch to this stuff. Because yeah, what precisely would you like there, right? Um, I mean, the most thing is this extremely like the pro things of T2 are architecture support, cross-compile support, up-to-dateness, and total freedom of like you can just not modify your Red Hat and SUSE and stuff like just like this, right? Sure, you can modify, but not like it's like not as conveniently easily. But what precisely you? I mean, I'm also not a Gen 2 Arch Linux user, right? So basically, best let me know what kind of points you would want to have there. So user, actually I should rename, can we, yeah, and this machine is so, that is otherwise so pretty. Good, where have we been? We have been at this update. I guess we did most things though. We did most things though that we wanted to do. Oh, I actually need comic code sign and stuff. Ah, right. Actually, we wanted to. Actually, we were just installing. Oh, we need to. Oh shit! I need to codify this frequency tunings. This doesn't scale like this. Actually, let's. Actually, I had here. Actually, does this work? Okay, this works with. Yeah, YOLO. Scaling max. Wait, on demand. Did we add anything else? Is this all? I wonder if suspend resume works, but I don't make such until I have to talk. Until I made the presentation, I don't make any suspend resume tests here. This is what we wanted to. We have Git now, right? Yeah. I wanted exact image actually for. That is where we tested. Most distros have different versions of their ISOs, different categories like servers, workstations, gaming devices. Categorize the better marketing material can be made. Different target audiences, different marketing. Yeah, so to so I would propose to simply have sub pages and yeah. So I should next maybe hey, given it's super hot, I probably should go to the basement and edit the website a little bit, right? The things that you do with Death Valley heat approaching here. So yeah, we should greatly simplify this here to just your ultra portable low code developer. I don't know the best marketing terms, whatever. Like some pretty more pretty landing page here, and then we probably should at least desktop, which obviously we currently don't have. We have here some old garbage. Yes, we urgently need to change this old garbage here. Oops, not embedded. But yeah, embedded. So yeah, that would make sense. We don't need target, or we redirect. Actually, maybe this would kind of make. But so that embedded works, and especially desktop. I mean, we have this outdated stuff here, which yeah. But hey, I'm fine-tuning desk file text here, right? We're getting there. I'm at fine-tuning package title things too. Where's desktop? Live. This is 25-year-old shit. It's hey, you need a 200 megahertz class thing for 20. Yes, I did not touch. Yes, I know I didn't touch this side. Yes, I hear you screaming. Yes, I hear you scream. Yes. 2026 marketing trusted more than what software can. Yeah, I know. Actually, why JavaScript #1 language? I would only say JavaScript. JavaScript is not the number one language because of marketing. I would say JavaScript is the number one language. I mean, in some circles. Welcome, Trap. I would say that JavaScript is only the number one language because it's a web native language. Like if JavaScript were not if JavaScript would not be the web native browser language, JavaScript would not be number one. But Trap, are you screaming? I hear you screaming. Yes. Yes, let's look. Look, we are native here on things. Where are we? Okay, here we are. So no, here we are before we somehow deadlocked things of things. Look, this is a little bit longish. Yes, do. Please. No, definitely not. No. Okay. No. STL. No. Absolutely, if JavaScript was not a welcome thing, of course, yes, I was born. Saying C would be what it without. No, C would not. C has nothing to do with embedded systems. C would not be what it is without Unix. Embedded systems came later. Basically, I would argue if Unix systems were not, if Unix systems did not make C famously widespread, then embedded systems would use something else. I don't know what they would use, but yeah. The C in Unix stands for C. Embedded came because C was low level enough to be used. There really wasn't a good alternative. Yeah, but Unix made it big. So JS was not in every major browser. It would have died on the vine. It'd be slow. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, but also C is mostly kept alive by Unix, by Linux, BSD, and embedded systems, right? The whole purpose of inventing C was to make Unix, right? Yeah. So, okay, here, 300 megabyte things. Okay, so, the only thing is, no, we don't have, can't even test the headphone jack, can I? Things, because I mean, does it matter for my talk? No, I'm just trying to make this, finally this, I mean, how long do I have it? 2 months? Not even 2 months? I think the board I probably have 2 months, huh? I mean, the framework chassis I have how long? 2 weeks? Probably 2 weeks, huh? Yeah, amplifier clicky things. I think this worked. Oops, it's not. Yeah, ask this way, people. So yeah, why this doesn't play reliably? Please, someone tell me. Actually, the question is, does this sway session bring up? Okay, that works. The question is, through pipewire? Or does it also native for some pipewire not up reason? No, that stuff is, I mean, 2026, right? The system login stuff brings up pipewire, but not bloody XDG. It's like, Yesterday's live stream. What are you building today? So we test here this RISC-V board. I wonder how much YouTube copyright matches is. Basically the performance test is if I can hold my my Mesa Power VR RISC-V talk on Friday natively from that. So that's the most I daily drove a RISC-V desktop, kinda, sorta. We did some surrounding things. Basically, I stability test of like how much stuff does work here. Does it work? Does it not work? I mean, not that the headphone jack would be important. I'm just with I'm not sure if I ever plugged something into the headphone jack though. There is even here. What does headphone jack do in 2026? That's annoying. So this comes out of the speakers, yay. Headphone, what is that? HPL? I mean, that's like, yeah. HPS key, speaker. I mean, it doesn't sound amazing. Here is crosstalk. PD, I mean, unless do they have like, yeah, I would need to check. Okay, that does not just work. I would need to check some schematics, what is even attached there. Although you would think that should just work, but yeah, maybe the deep computing and SpaceMid people were not ready, so that doesn't just work. But latency issues with Piper, I don't know much about. Yeah, it's not amazing. Yeah, don't ask. I basically at this point, shall I subscribe? We want to do multi-server microkernel next. Okay, so the main thing I wanted to build here is X, so that's what I wanted to test build here. Okay, all the other stuff like here, look. Do we have BTOP running? Maybe not. Look, it's a RISC-V system. SpaceMid, deep computing thing. Okay, pretty usable otherwise. I mean, certainly pretty loaded. A pity that it crashed after 2 hours, but maybe I misused something with temper things, like maybe I crashed it. Oh, maybe we even, oops. Maybe we don't even have a swap partition. Do we have a swap partition? Oh, we have a swap partition. Okay, cool. That's probably some system, the auto swap feature, I guess. Yeah, the sound architecture is not amazing. I also have the issue that to this day my cheap eBay Behringer USB microphone preamp here doesn't not reliably work with OBS. I always have to turn it on and off again until it works. It's like, yeah. But yes, I got it cheap for 17 euro from eBay or whatever. I probably should source the second one, a totally different one. But the point is the hardware works. It's like more software, like more like the pipe wire OBS integration issue of, yeah. Oops. Yeah, okay, I guess I need to go write some presentation now. I'm not that much time really left. Otherwise amazing, I guess, kinda mostly okay. The one thing, what does here is here any systemd lover and power user? What is I asked ChatGPT a month ago, what is a preferred way to have local, like some local hex, like local quirks files? So in the system with this 5 init I had like some local RC, some etc conv local quirk things, because I would want to store this CPU frequency stuff somewhere. Like is etc RC local? Is that used by systemd? Is that like supported? like that, yes. Oh, wonderful. Browser stuff in it. And don't start your search query with a slash. It's like yes. Here, let's even question things. System D, the only winning move is not to play. Alternative depends on what you want. System, create a system D unit. Probably use RC for now. And care about it when it goes away. When I tried Ubuntu create unit. The point elsewhere in modern makes sense. RC local, it becomes moderately unclean. Is pointed out elsewhere, it becomes moderately unclean. Theoretically possibly will not enable it. RC local. Is it still RC? Does it still exist? Locale control, auto-link, auto-local fs, things of... You know, they removed sys5 init env file, which env file? Environment D. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, that's not what I want, probably. What? Oh, that's empty. Where is it sourced for users? I could try putting my Kwin direct scan out stuff for improving live streaming in there, I guess. I hate this. Like, this is like, why is there not like a standard thing? Like, in my opinion, there should be some local quirk things like that. You do some. This is. There should be a standard. Double backwards compatibility mechanism. Using Kango. Been surprised. Does run in quite the same ways, quite the same places. Run last. As the OpenBSD points out, other than surprise the fact that what's set up in RC. The old way is doing things completely undone by things like UDEF rules and stuff. Yeah, Fedora is probably old stuff, like not this fancy new state-of-the-art, most up-to-date Linux, T2 Linux like T2 Linux. They're probably on some old sys5 init, right? They just in the last major release removed sys5 init, so system these things cut, or they do some RC local. I mean, maybe they restore RC local, but it's not just in there. Hey, today we didn't even, for environmentally and heat reasons, we didn't even turn on the Ryzen 9950X3D thing. We like, hey, we do this on RISC machines. Here we survived 2 hours and 40 minutes on RISC machines, and it only crashed once, which might be my fault of saturating its memory or whatnot, because it never crashed like this before. Tips and tricks. Option RC local deprecated true. You guys always propose me the deprecated and long removed things. Is now hooked via generator binary, but that news might be old news. RC local 260. Changes with Edinburgh. Why do they have their some city name? Fancy, they have their ASCII art. Edinburgh. Why is there Edinburgh? Anyway, so have been removed here. It has been removed. So unless you run old shit, it has been removed. Welcome to verified. This is the reason I don't use systemd anymore. Yeah, I mean, I never was the biggest fan of this code. It's a complexity disaster. Yes, I now trap compatibility. Yes, yes. But I mean, that is so silly. Like, I understand. Like, I didn't even like the system sys 5 init compatibility, but like some etc or RC locals, like, I mean, just okay, whatever. Yeah. We could add a T2. We could add a we could ship a T2 RC local thing for compatibility and sanity reasons. Because as you know, T2 is a sane Linux choice. So I guess it concludes 2 hours of T2 Linux a day. I have a meeting soon. I have a talk to write. I have things to pack for my travel. Yeah, I probably need to make conference outreach somehow great again. I'm of course unlucky traveling there on the European hottest days. Let's hope the ICE train goes there in 100 Fahrenheit Death Valley temperatures. It doesn't break down like last night. And thank you so much for your membership there and all the other shares, like, subscribe and followers and things. Okay, what we could do, like, so basically 34 freaking degrees, 30 bloody 4. Oh, holy shit. I mean, it's only forecasted 40 on Sunday. It's like 40 degrees, like in Death Valley, California. Make Berlin, California, like, yeah, slow move, slow new state hydration. Okay, let's check if my customers are happy. We could do a speed run of doing here some more title improvements, and then call it it's all over. Yes, I know. Also, don't look up. I mean, yes, experts warn about climate crisis for 50 years, so it's like, yeah. Don't look up for 50 years in the making. It's like, yes. So, oops, somehow also this didn't go as, files too. So we did some already. Actually, we could actually shorten this with, oops. Does someone remember until which package we did? Oh, and curses we surely did here. Numa stress, we have been here somewhere. Watchdog. Let's do some more of those and then call it a day. And then I need to have a conference call thing. Okay, exactly. YOLO. What is it? Unit dynamic application. Okay, we did this probably. So software. Okay. Sometimes it's okay. That's sometimes it's okay. Superman appliances, a tool to create. Okay, what is it? Modifies open container. Okay, I mean sometimes it's climate change only applies to working class. Apparently it's our plastic straws. Yes. My child, by the way, yes, plastic straws is somewhat silly, but otherwise, we drink from paper straws while the billionaires fly private jet, right? I hate paper straws. Like, paper straws are just meh. I also, weren't there studies that glue and stuff leaks out and stuff? My son wanted some. What did he even want? Right, he wanted straws, but I was like, we're not buying those paper straw shit. So now he has glass straws, like reusable glass straws, with 6 years. From IKEA. They have super nice, colorful, like a set of 4 for €6, €7. They also have a cheaper, but also my son didn't want them. IKEA also had the cheap version of €3 or so. So plastic straws, like reusable plastic straws. So now we have we have 4 plastic straws that might, like, thick reusable instead of thin plastic straws, we have thick, sophisticated plastic straws. Yeah, glass straws are cool. I just like it's a 6-year-old glass. I mean, they look absolutely amazing. Not even a paid advertisements are here. Glass straws, they're so cool. Here, maybe Precaccia. Here, probably this, I guess. Wait, drinking straws? Why are they 4? What? I'm sure I paid 6. What? Hello? Hello? What? Regular price 5? Is it online? What do you mean? I go there and I environmentally go there and I pay €1 more? And if I environmentally unfriendly order them, I pay €1 less? Like, what the fuck? Anyway, new day, new prices. Like, we just literally purchased them some days ago. Like, literally last week. Anyway, they are cool. The only thing is, like, just don't break them by drinking, right? I mean, in general, that is the right thing to do. Just with kids at house, yeah. They also have plastic straws, which my child doesn't want to use. Like, clever being, like, 190. What? Regular price 2? I'm pretty sure we paid more. Like, I thought we paid 3. Anyway, yeah, to be fair, it wasn't in Germany. But anyway, maybe elsewhere they have, maybe they need to sell it cheaper in Germany and surrounding countries. They anyway, but this my child doesn't want to use, like, I want this nice colorful. It's like, but don't break them. Like, yeah, educational things. If you break them, son, you will not get new ones. If you want to use them, make sure they survive some years. Also, like, yeah, the environmental cost of producing glass. I mean, heating sand, right? Like, he's like, the environmental footprint of this glass drinking straws is like, you probably can produce 1,000 or 10,000 plastic straws for that or whatever. Yeah. That is also why I really avoid buying, like, from all the rip off or giving any of those rip off billionaire companies any money. One of those scenarios where you give a paper straw and save the environment inside a coffee cup made out of plastic. Are they? Yeah, coffee cup. I mean, I've never drink coffee, or oh, maybe iced coffee. Oh, do they serve? I don't even know if in Germany, like, do they not usually, are this coffee cups not usually coated like wax coated, I hope wax coated paper cups, but anyway, things, yeah. DBF command line tool. What is DBF? Is a easy to use things convert context of D. Content of things files show and convert dbase files. Oh, this is native copy and paste shit. Thank you very much. Why do I run this? Why do I run this modern shit, man? Oh man, this is a size profiler, bloaty, McBloat. Bloaty things. Yeah, okay, YOLO, whatever. Could the decision diagram package. Yeah, if you want to do some more, remote interface, plus minus. You get the idea. The Dart SDK. Okay. Editor config and everything is okay. I think we maybe have been here. Elf, header, and analyzer. Should we? HID API. Hookon, whatever is this? Hookon human. I hate this cover. Should not press the wrong key. Oh, damn it. That really happened. Config object notation parser, something of that sort. Then transform. Yeah, so German. Okay, this is LLD debugger. M4. GNU. Make. Mercury. Meson, yet another. Mini Pro. TC. Okay, Odin YOLO. Oh wait. I mean, this here is. Okay, YOLO. Find. What? You not find and store what? They normally don't do that like that, man. What? What? Oof. I mean, YOLO. Pre-commit. Rust. So Rust is it? Nah. Here's a squirrel. I mean, theoretically, if we already polished, we could. TCS things to. Okay, what? Is it like, okay, it's better not touch this track. Yeah, this shouldn't be in there really. bug and issue tricky. I mean, also that's super old stuff. Is it even still like we could potentially maybe delete this? Is it still a thing, or is it? Oh shit, can't probably. Okay, let's call it a day. We tested things. It didn't. It's mostly stable. Is this probably? Oh, it still exists. There's this thing was constantly hacked. We did use it 25 years ago. It was constantly hacked, man. I'm surprised this website is still around. Is it even? Okay, it's 2023. Okay, well, whatever, I guess. Guess that's it for stability testing for today. This somehow feels. Why is this only so little? It feels like more. Strange. Did we really only do so little? So few files. Okay, maybe I do this on the train ride tomorrow. Okay, amazing. Otherwise, yeah, we finally KVM works. Good to know. I mean, next image, yeah. Should subscribe. Amazing new things to come. Languages. And welcome everyone. But not the opaque ones. You can't see. What? Glass straws are the best, but I mean, yes, these are colorized. So you mean completely transparent? I mean, plastic straws were okay. I mean, I don't need like. I didn't use many straws in my life, so real talk, you inspire me to do better. I thought picking up things, additional, effective Cs, it's amazing. How much hours weekly you give to open source versus... So the last 5 years I did 40 hours in my company, 40 hours T2 Linux, but that's obviously not sustainable, especially as I thought if I completely power through here, after some years we will get some mainstream media recognition, but as apparently nothing we do is ever good enough for any phoronic shout out, and the European sovereign tech fund things like, YOLO, don't fund this stuff, so it's not. Yeah, so they were colorized, yeah, red, green, blue stuff. So going forward, yeah, 2 hours a day, which then turns 3 or 4 or 5. But yeah, going forward, I need to earn some more money again, because. But next we do, so next after this RISC-V talk, we will do graphics stack from stacks. Like basically T2 is amazing. It's like some minor things, minor packages of exact like nothing to see. But otherwise amazing. Sure, we have Power VR to do. We always have some things to do. But given how bloated everything is, and like just look at KDE, right? Like you have here 8-core RISC-V 2 GHz stuff, and 1 T2 hour a day, 3 regular. Yeah, it's like exactly that is how it works. 1 T2 hour, it's like 3 regular. Like, yeah, especially if you waste your time with Firefox. And like here, look, the world's potentially first RVV vectorized Firefox things. But to be fair, actually T2 is kind of like basically I would say 1 T2 hour is like 3 hours on other distributions where they are not so source first friendly, more cursed packaging things, or fiddling with Debian, Oric tables and data files and control files and stuff. Yeah, Sway somehow, like for daily, like for live streaming, it was okay for. Yeah, I mean, I can use Sway. I mean, obviously Sway is better than Kwin using 600% CPU load idle and rendering 3 frames per second. So yeah, I guess testing. Yeah. Yeah, the bloat of KDE is sure latest embarrassingly out of order speculating CPUs are certainly hiding, and plus proper GPUs, they certainly hide the KDE bloat pretty much, which is why we urgently need to rewrite everything from scratch, obviously. Comment there on YouTube. T2 is always amazing. Happy to hear that. Yeah, what we need is more people to send daily patches, like all the other people who do already. Yeah. Next, probably. Yeah, so what I also like for our, like, basically to sell more commercial applications again, which, like, exact scan sales are up. Sway is snappy and swift. Yeah, I'm just not the super... Yeah, 20 years ago, I was never a fan of tiling window managers. Live streaming made me get, like, test driving Swayans and Hyperland for minimal Wayland things made me get used to it, but do we have the Hyperland crash still here? Where would the Hyperland crash? Oh, maybe I shouldn't type on an HDMI capture. Is it this? Where would the Hyperland crash be? Did I run Hyperland? Maybe I didn't even start it because I knew it crashes. Maybe I probably started it on the other VM. But I'm at least, yeah, do I need Hyperland? No, okay, you know what, YOLO. What is the time? Okay, we started once and see where it crashes, but the crash was in Mesa. Why? Okay, YOLO. Was it not E? E, here. Or is it... Oh, you know what Sway does? Sway scales it. Oh, like, holy, is it stupid. Scales the touch. I just realized the scaling is off by 50% because it scales over the seconds. You cannot make this shit up. Yeah. I mean, okay, maybe there is not really a way to figure out that this USB device... Nah. It is what it is. Start menaces. I still did not. Where is this hyper? What was the Hyperland? Hyper. Menace is tiny. Wait, do we not? Wait, what was the Hyperland start? Oh, we don't. I guess I had custom installed that. I think we don't install that, huh? Yeah, we don't ship it by default. I had custom built that. Here goes the next set of packages. Hypercore Alex zip. Yeah. Let's test more. So, yeah. It will crash, so let's test build it so it crashes. Best looking for rising options. Yeah. Yeah, it just crashed. Like Hyperland, like the funny thing is on many like low-end systems, like, where Sway works, Hyperland just crashes, which is but like this is Power VR graphic, like Mesa. I mean, okay, to be fair, it crashes in Mesa, but hey, Sway and KDE, like, isn't it funny? Sway, Kwin and whatever works, but Hyperland crashes in Mesa. It's actually, I wanted the screen here, like what, forgot already, what percentage scaling is it? Like PPI is what? PPIX, yes. What is PPI on this display? 200. This is 200. This is too, no, can this be true? Is this hallucinating? This sounds 1400 by 900. What? That's 80. That's 1960. This sounds wrong. This sounds strange. Is this AI okay? Wait. But running things of just only barley acceptable crisp. What? Linux Johnny framework immediately liked it a lot, but keyboard things because 50 longer key travel mat screen. But running a things 200 barely acceptable for. How is, like, what is wrong with people? Like, 200 PPI is more like than bloody enough. What is wrong with those people? MacBook Air 224. Yeah, so AI summary has used the MacBook Pro PPI, I guess, or whatever. The new fix that they released a new screen running ad for beating 256. Oh no, it's actually, oh, it's slightly higher. Okay, so it's 200% scaling. Okay, maybe AI used the wrong, used the right. Okay, it used the right. Okay, sorry that I criticized the. Well, to be fair, Hyperlink was used by a 22-year-old. I mean, I did such things when I was 22. But yeah, that's certainly amazing. Explains why his Hyperlink changes implementation details every year or so. Okay, so that's 200% scaling, which, yeah, so 200. Yeah, that explains why the font is. So it's basically like Apple stuff. Actually, I prefer, yeah, 200% is ideal because it's also the most ideal to program for, like just double every vector graphic stuff. Vex3, cool stuff and work, nicely done. What do you mean Vex3? What do you mean Vex3? I have no idea what you mean. Vex3, you say? What do you mean Vex3? Why not? What's with him? What did I miss? Where is that? Here it is. Holy 68. Into edgy stuff. What means edgy? What did I miss? Did I miss something important? Somehow I always miss the most edgy things. So that's it for today. Famous for a lot of stuff. Okay, amazing. So his Twitter account. No, I'm curious. Although I think Twitter doesn't load here on. I guess I'll check it later. This here. I think this is crashing or not loading or whatever. Something I've done something to my local Firefox that's not normal 42. I broke here some websites crash. I don't even know why. Okay, so you all. I mean, the only thing is the fan is still high. Why is the fan? I mean, this might be ambient temperature. Or did I reboot and no 7600 was dynamic. Yeah, so somehow, I mean, yeah, 20 watt idle, not ideal, and with 40-degree things, I guess that's what it is. Latest Firefox things. You have latest Firefox 10 doesn't. Yeah, this is, I have here this overlay thing, so I guess we power this down to save electrons in the office. And it also doesn't crash in my VM. This is probably related to, I mean, either it's some graphic thing of any thing. It's like, or I overlay this. Maybe that's related. I did already uninstall some things here. Like I run this in atomically read-only test mode here. Because it's not like, maybe I have here some library that's influencing that somehow. PCIe 2, who knows what. Do we ship that by default? Yeah, I had already deleted most things. Yeah, that happens with if you overlay stuff together and then you have some. That fan is the big fan, but fan. Do we have others? The framework fan. Yeah. Need to find why this crashes. Wait, lib? Why is there libRE, libRE2? Why is this in lib? That's literally wrong. Also, luargit here is what? Why is this in the wrong directory? Here's, by the way, yeah, what library could influence that? I mean, yeah, the modern stuff would actually be helpful if, I mean, I could wipe all the overlay. I mean, not that I really need that. It's just from testing some things. But yeah. Eventually I will find out. So that's it for today. I have some other things to do. Don't delay hydrate today. Support T2 Linux. Send some patches. Hope you enjoyed to learn something. And to see you for all the next live streams and things and so on, right? And let's see who is online to rate you to. Or best switch off because too much live streaming media. It's like best switch off and digital detox for a while. Oh, maybe it does play, I just don't have the microphone.